Welcome to TestDriller Physics class. This class will be an introductory class, and in this session, we will be looking at a guide to the most frequently occurring topics in WAHEC physics examination. We have observed in recent times that students fail to cover the entire WAHEC physics syllabus even before the examination commences. And this is usually due to the fact that they concentrate less on topics which are frequently asked by the examination body. This set of students, they make the mistakes of focusing too much on topics which are usually less frequently tested by the West African Examination Council. What this means is that they spend excess time in studying topics which are not frequently tested by the examination body. And as a result of this, they end up performing below expectation. So up next, we'll be looking at the WAEC syllabus for physics. In the WAEC syllabus for physics, we have several aspects, and under each aspect, there are several topics which will be tested by the West African Examination Council. Now, the first aspect we'll be looking at in this video is mechanics. Under mechanics, we have measurements and units, we have motion. Motion includes introduction and kinematics. Kinematics, of course, is the branch of physics that studies the motion of a body without considering the force that is responsible for that motion. And also, we have scalars and vectors. We have work, energy, and power. We have simple machines. We have elastic properties of solids, which is also known as elasticity. We have projectile motion, simple harmonic motion, which is also known as periodic motion, or you can say vibratory motion, or you say oscillatory motion, or you could call it undulatory motion. We also have circular motion, Newton's laws of motion, and equilibrium of forces. We have density and relative density. We have pressure in fluids. We have upthrust. We have Archimedes principle. We have pressure measurement. We have viscosity. We have surface tension, capillarity, motion of connected bodies, and friction. And next, we have heat energy, which is also known as thermal physics. Under this aspect, we have temperature and its measurement, temperature scales, gas laws, heat transfer processes, linear expansivity, superficial expansivity, cubical expansivity, anomalous expansion of water, heat capacity, specific heat capacity, dew point, relative humidity, vapor pressure, saturated vapor pressure, and heat of fusion. And next, we have wave mechanics. Under wave mechanics, we have topics such as wave definition, wave as an energy carrier, classes and forms of waves, terms used in wave mechanics, properties of waves, and equation of a progressive wave. Yes, we have another aspect, which is sound waves. Sound waves is also known as acoustics. Acoustics is that branch of physics that studies sound waves. And under acoustics, we have introduction to the definition of sound waves, definition of notes, tone, and noise, octave. You'll be dealing with octave. What is octave? A note is said to be an octave of another note if it has twice the frequency of the other notes. You'll be tested on the concept of octave. Okay, we have infrasonic, ultrasonic, and panasonic sounds. These are the classes of sounds that we have. We have characteristics of sound waves, properties of sound waves, velocity of sound in various media, factors affecting velocity of sound in air. We have musical instruments, vibration in strings will be tested as well. Open and closed pipes shall be tested. End correction in pipes will also be tested, and the concept of tuning fork will as well be tested. Now, next we have light waves, which is optics. What is optics? Optics is that branch of physics that studies light waves. Under this aspect, we have topics such as introduction to the definition of light waves, wave particle paradox, rectilinear propagation of light, properties of light as a wave, laws of reflection, magnification, mirror and types, nature of images produced by a mirror, concave and convex mirrors and their uses. We have refraction of light, lenses, human eye and camera, optical instruments, total internal reflection. We have human eye and camera, optical instruments, total internal reflection, dispersion of light and colors, and color mixing. And next, we have static electricity. Under static electricity, which is also known as electrostatics. So under electrostatics, we have charges, we have methods of charging, we have gold leaf electroscope, we have capacitors, arrangement of capacitors, factors affecting capacitance, factors such as area, factors such as permittivity, factors such as distance between the plates will be tested. Okay, we have dielectric materials and energy stored in a capacitor. Now, up next, we have current electricity. Current electricity, under this aspect, we are going to be tested on introduction to current electricity, terms used in current electricity, Ohm's law, arrangement of resistors, methods of measuring resistance, voltmeter and ammeter, measurement of EMF, potentiometer and meter bridge, process of charging, electrical energy and power, electrical energy consumption. And next is electrolysis. Electrolysis involves those and next is electrolysis. This aspect involves the decomposition of a chemical substance by passage of an electric current. And under this aspect, you'll be looking at under this aspect, you'll be tested on definition of electrolysis, electrolytic and electrochemical cells, primary and secondary cells, Faraday's laws of electrolysis, and electrochemical equivalent. And next, we have force fields. Under this aspect, you'll be tested on the definition of a field. You should know that a field is a region where the effect of a force can be felt. So you'll be tested on this concept, definition of a field. Also, you'll be tested on gravitational field. You'll be tested on electric field and planetary laws. Okay. Next is magnetism. Under magnetism, you'll be tested on the history of magnetism, magnetic poles, types of magnets, Earth's magnetic field, magnetization, demagnetization, ferromagnetism, paramagnetism, and diamagnetism. Also, you'll be tested on magnetic force on a moving charged particle. And next is electromagnetism. Under this aspect, you'll be tested on introduction to electromagnetic field. You'll be tested on conversion of galvanometer into ammeter or voltmeter. You'll be tested on factors affecting electrical resistance, magnetic field around a permanent magnet, magnetic flux, and magnetic flux density, electromagnetic induction, Faraday's law, and Lenz's law. Motion of charged particle in a magnetic field will also be tested. Also note that Fleming's left-hand rule will also be tested. Electric motor and moving coil galvanometer, inductance, Eddy's current, power transmission and distribution. Also, you'll be tested on AC generator and AC motor. And next, we have simple AC circuit. Under this aspect, you'll be tested on the introduction to simple AC circuit. Also, you'll be tested on graphical representation of current and EMF in AC circuit. Now, we have peak and root mean square voltage and current, induction coil, inductance, and transformer will also be tested. It should be noted that phase relationship between voltage and current in resistor, inductor, and capacitor will also be tested. Concepts like reactance and impedance will also be tested. Resonance in an AC circuit will also be tested. Power in an AC circuit will also be tested. Okay, now the next aspect is atomic and nuclear physics. Under this aspect, you'll be tested on the structure of the atom, models of the atom, energy quantization, photoelectric effect, thermionic emission, and X-rays. And next is structure of the nucleus. Under this concept, you'll be looking at the composition of the nucleus, you'll be tested on radioactivity and nuclear reactions. And lastly, last but not the least, and next we have wave particle paradox, which is, and under this aspect, you'll be tested on electron diffraction and duality of matter. And lastly, we have semiconductors and fiber optics. Under this aspect, you'll be tested on introductory electronics, fiber optics, and introduction to laser. And the last segment of this video is on most frequently occurring topics. Okay, this aspect will enlighten you more on how the West African Examination Council set questions, what what priority they give, or which priority they give to these topics whenever they are setting questions on these topics. Okay, in our ranking, mechanics is ranked number one. Okay, mechanics is ranked number one with a percentage frequency of 33.79. Mechanics is ranked number one with a percentage frequency of 33.79%. So which means if you want to spend 12 weeks in studying for your WAEC physics examination, 33.79 of the total 12 weeks should be committed to the study of mechanics. And number two, we have heat energy. Under heat energy, we have 12.71% as a percentage frequency. Three, we have light waves, 9.41%. Four, current electricity, 7.06%. Five, we have mechanics, 6.49%. Six, static electricity, 5.29%. Next, we have sound waves, which is number seven, and that takes 4.83%. Next, we have structure of the nucleus, and this takes 4.08%. Next, we have atomic and nuclear physics. This covers 4.05%. We have electromagnetism. This covers 3.88%. We have magnetism. This covers 2.36%. Next, we have simple AC circuit, and that is ranked number 12. That covers 2.35%. Next, we have the concept of fields. Fields covers 2.00%. Next is the electronics and fiber optics. This concept covers 1.11% in the percentage frequency. And last but not the least is electrolysis. Electrolysis covers 0.59% in the percentage frequency. Now, note that mechanics takes 33.79% in the percentage frequency. So, which means more time should be dedicated to the study of mechanics than to the study of light waves, than to the study of electrolysis. Do you understand? Yes. Thank you. And this takes us to the end of the virtual class.